Okay, Ryan, let's take a look and see what you're doing here with your swing. Let's see if we can get you. One thing I'd like you to do right here is right from this point forward. All right, we get the foot heel plant down. That bat is pretty flat there, but you are getting the knob pointed back towards the catcher, which is good. So the load, the hands go back on the load. And once that foot plant is down, we're going to pay a lot of attention here to what you're doing with your head. What you're going to see is, that wasn't the best oval. Let me try that again. What you're going to see here is once that the front heel is down, that head should stay still, and we should be rotating around your axis, your center line, and I think you're going to see instead of a rotation around that line, you're lunging forward after that heel is planted, and that is a full head and a half, almost 2 heads forward. So you're really losing a lot of your power through this lunge. You're not getting that bat around your axis. Instead, you're really sliding you're continuing to slide your weight forward instead of bringing that bat around. Also, you see how you have your elbow here at your approach. It's leading your bat. That's not a very strong position. We want to get this back into a position where your elbow is behind the knob of the bat on the approach. That's bat lag there. That's not necessarily what we're trying to achieve. And you're getting contact. If I recall, you pop this ball to the left fielder. You're just not getting the hits as hard as I know you were getting earlier in the year. As you move forward here, watch all your weight move forward. We're looking for that front knee to stiffen up around contact. Think of slamming on the brakes and then bringing the rest of your body around. Instead, you're not slamming on the brakes. You're rolling through a stop sign is the way I would think about it. So, and let's see, not really getting the hips cleared either. We'd want to try to bring those thighs together. You can see your back heel is laces are not really turned to the pitcher. So really not getting that hips through, leaving a lot on the table here in terms of your power, which we know you have. Now let's compare this to what we saw earlier in the year when we were indoors. And if we take a look, at the stride. Let's take a look at the stride positions in both swings. So at this point, now your foot plant is down, and I would say let's see what happens to your head on this one, since we had that problem. I still messed that up. We can get the idea. If we look at your head from here, you're rotating. You're rotating around. I'd still like to see that weight back, a little bit more of a backward lean than what you currently have. But the things I see in this old swing was you cleared your hips. You can see the heel is up off the ground and you're turned around. So we're not having a problem of not getting your hips through. Plus you rotated around your center line and hit that ball pretty hard. So and look at that front knee. That front knee is stiff. You slammed on the brakes and you rotate around. That's a big cry from what I'm seeing right here on this other swing. So we have to keep that head back when we swing. We need to stiffen up that front leg, and I think that's going to work. That's where your power is going to be. And we're just going to make sure we're not casting those hands out, which I don't think you're doing. I think you're okay. If we can get that bat sticking a little bit more vertical, it might help that bat leg problem. I think that'll do.